Welcome to Wood Chip Woodworking. Tonight, or today, we're going to do a peppermill, crush grind peppermill. So I thought this would be kind of a fun project to do. I haven't done one in a while, so I thought we'd do it. And we're going to make it out of a Spectraply blank. So anyway, I thought I'd bring you along for the ride, and we'll make a peppermill tonight. Thought that would be kind of interesting. So welcome to Wood Chip Woodworking. Please feel free to share, subscribe, and like, and let's get this channel to grow some more. One little step at a time is all it takes. So anyway, let's get over to the lathe, and we'll get started on this. Since we got all of our housekeeping done, please feel free to share, subscribe, and like, and let's go see it and what we can get into. Hang tight. All right, so let's get started on our project here. We're going to make a little peppermill. So I got my blank here. I got my chuck in the lathe here. Well, first thing we got to do, it's already round. So I'm going to put it in the chuck, and we're going to drill a 1-inch hole down through the center. So we're going to do that. And I got my drill chuck here. And we're going to line it up. Like a little mark in there. All right, so it's lined up, and we're going to get some drilling. So basically, the mechanism, just to share you what the mechanism looks like. This is what the mechanism looks like. So this will go inside of that. That'll sit on the top, and it'll screw down to the bottom. So that's what that looks like. So let's get at it and drill our hole here. All right, put it in forward, E-stop out. We're going to run probably right around 200 RPMs. And we're going to drill our hole. So, and thought this would be kind of an interesting project. Spectraply. I ran across some of these blanks when I was looking for something, and I thought, you know what? This would be kind of I haven't done one of these in a while. So I figured I'd go ahead and do that. And go from there. I go in about 3/4, ½ inch, and then I'll clean my bit out. And I'm only going to drill about halfway down, and then I'll flip it around and we'll drill from the other end. The Spectraply is kind of hard, so I'll get this drilled out. All right, probably far enough. And now we'll flip our blank around and drill from the other side. And as warm as this blank feels, my drill bit's probably a little dull. So I need to sharpen it. But for what we're doing tonight, it'll be perfectly fine. These are pretty simple to do, pretty easy, quick project. They're kind of fun to do. Like I said, this is, I forget what the name of this spectre ply is called. Probably go look. But 3/4 of an inch. Back it out, clean our bit off. And right about there is going to be through. I can feel it breaking through. It breaks through right there. All right, so I'll take my drill chuck out, and I usually put my mandrel. I got a mandrel that I use when I turn peppermills. I've kind of got accustomed to turning them between centers. Get our chuck off. We'll need that in a minute. So I'm going to set it off to the side. And there's a little piece in the center I got to punch out. I got to punch this little center part out, as you can tell. So there's our piece right there. Hole drilled clear through. All right, so now we put it on the pen mandrel, our mandrel here. And these are bushings that I made to fit 1-inch pieces. And I got to sand that off just a hair, clean that up. So I'll be right back. I want to clean that up so it fits a little easier. So when I put it on, I don't break it. Hang tight. All right, so we got, I just cleaned that out a little bit so this fits on there. As you can see, it just slides right on. And I need my live center. Get that on there. Now I'll run this out about 2-3 inches just to give me some room to work. There we are. I just want to get it good and snug. And now we'll do some shaping. All right. Get my face shield, my skew, and here we go. I'm going to move my mic up a little bit. So sometimes I use my face shield. All right, here we go. I'm just going to shape this. I'm going to use this as the top and that at the bottom. So I'm just going to shape this here. A 1 inch here. Okay. You can make this any shape you want. Not bad at all. Alright, so that's the basic shape that I want right there. Okay, so that's basic shape. It looks good. No tear out, no nothing. We're in good shape. I got a little mark right there. We'll sand that out. Alright, so now that I'm done with it on the mandrel, so now what I do is I'll pull this off and I'll switch it around to my my chuck so that I can finish the ends. So hang tight and I'll be right back and have my chuck in place. So hang tight. All right, so I got my chuck back on there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my jaws down. I'm going to expand onto the inside of this to hold it while I true up the base of it. And I don't want to open that up too much because I don't want to break it. So I'm just using this to support it for a minute. And pull this away. Yeah, that's a little bit off. So what I'm going to do is I take my little skew and I'm just going to turn off just a hair. Like that. Take some 120 sandpaper and just clean up that edge, like so. I'm going to put my dust mask on while I'm sanding that. Okay. And I'll just run this up just to support it while I do some sanding. Let's go in reverse. This is 120. And once I'm done, I go with the grain. Like so. Okay. I got 150 here. That's one reason why I like to use a skew, because I can get a good clean cut with a skew. And I have very little sanding to do. If you ever think about using a skew, it helps you get a good clean cut. And that helps out that tremendously. Okay, there's that. Now I need 150. And this sandpaper I'm using is from Vince's Wood Wonders. I like his sandpaper. Really good sandpaper. It lasts a long time and it does a real good job. I like the way it works. So that's 150 or 180 rather. I'm sorry. And then this is 220. All right. Now what we'll do is we're going to turn that around. Got a mark there I want to get rid of. Ooh. Okay. Yeah. There it is. Okay. And now turn it around end for end. Expand into there. Run my tailstock up so I square it up. And I don't want to open that up too much because I don't want to crack that. And we're going to take a little bit off the end to square that end up. And I've just got to come in just ever so slightly. And it does come off every once in a while. All right. Yeah. All right. Put that back on there. Okay, good. I didn't crack it. There we are. Okay. Now I'm just going to use some sandpaper and sand the end of that. Okay. And we'll run that back up there and hold it. Now just finish sanding it. All right, it's 120. Okay, and I go my 180. And 220. Okay, so that takes care of the sanding part. Now I'll take it back off, and believe it or not, I find it easier to finish it on the pen mandrel than on the chuck. So we'll put our pen mandrel back on, or mandrel. I should start calling it a peppermill mandrel, but hang tight. All right, so we're going to do a little finishing here. Put a little, it's Australian oil. Mix this up a little bit. We'll put about 3 coats of this stuff on there and buff it out. So just take and squirt it out on my rag here. And just rub it on. And this will make this grain just pop like you wouldn't believe. I kind of like this finish here. It's a nice, simple, easy finish. It's durable. All right. I'm going to let that dry for a second while I put this away. All right. Now, as you can see how it starts to shine. It really starts to shine up nice. And it's a friction polish, so the harder you push, the better the shine on it. I'm pushing fairly hard on it. Rubbing it in real good. Alright. Let's see how shiny that gets. I'm going to go the other way once it, you can see how that really shined up real nice. So we're going to go the other way with it. All right. Okay. And it's smooth, it's dry, it's real nice and smooth to the touch. So I'll get my gloves off and we're going to go over and put it together now. So hang tight and I'll get you over to the bench here and we'll put it together. All right, so I'm going to do a dry fit real quick. So how this works, take the bottom part off and slip it in. I think there's a spot in there. Yeah. There's a spot inside here I got to sand. I feel it. Here. Hang tight. Let me go sand that out. All right. So let's see if she fits now. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Perfect fit. Just like we want. All right. So we're going to use a 2-part epoxy here. So I got me a 2-part epoxy here. I'll mix this up. And this is Star Bond epoxy. Won't take much. Let's get on my last leg for these 2 bottles. I'll have to break out a new bottle for long. It's probably more than enough. My stick. Mix it up good. This is a 5-minute epoxy. It's by Star Bond. It's good stuff. I like this, and Loctite makes good epoxy. It's the 2, my personal preference. And I've used a lot of different epoxies, but these 2 seem, I don't know what makes them different, but they seem to mix up real well, and the working time is good. And this kit came from Penn State Industries. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to smear it on and we're going to try to keep it away from this part of it because we don't want to get it on anything. So I just kind of dab it on here. Because when I shove it in, it will be all over everything. Okay, so it's going to go in like this. And as I'm shoving it in, I'm rotating it. That'll help spread it out a little bit. As you can see, kind of smears it all over the piece as it gets in there. And now what I need to do is put a little bit on this piece here, just in a couple spots. Trying not to get it on my fingers. And then I'll stick that inside the blank. Like so. And then I push this down so it's like that. And we'll wipe out off all our excess. And let that dry for 5 minutes. So while that's drying, I'll show you what I've already finished one so you get an idea what it's like. So hang tight. All right, so here's the one that I done yesterday before I decided to do a video on this. Thought it was pretty cool. Same scenario. It's a Spectraply blank. Got it in there. So it works pretty well. So that's what this is all about. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. It was a quick one, very easy peppermill to do. This one here is a green Spectre ply. Let that dry for 5 minutes here, and we'll be all set with this. So I'm going to let that, not to disturb it, just let that set up, and we'll go from there. All right, so feel free to share my video. Please leave a comment down below in the comment section. Hit that hype button, and tell me how what you thought of this. If you watched it clear to the end, what you thought of the 2 peppermills I got here, and we'll go from there. If there's something else you'd like to see in the future, please leave me a comment, send me an email, or whatever you like. Contact me, and we'll go from there. Again, my name is Paul Courtwright. Thank you for stopping by Woodchip Woodworking. Have a good evening. Talk to you soon.